So let's talk about some examples of what you don't want to do with Frame. And I see these mistakes all the time, so please pay attention. I don't want you doing this. So number one, instead of approaching a prospect and approaching the whole process as you trying to help them out, you approach it with the mindset and the frame of, I just want to line my pockets. I just really want this sale. I need the money. I need it now. And I'm going to do anything that I can to get it. And you're going to sign on the dotted line and you're going to give me the money. I don't give a damn if it helps you or not. Now, obviously, you're not that obvious about it, I hope, but it does shine through. People can actually smell this on you. They can see it. It's repulsive. Like you notice it when someone doesn't have your interest at heart at all. Now, let me give you an example that might not be that obvious, but it's the same thing. In real estate, we used to have the objection of people saying, hey, can we lower the commission a bit if we handle certain parts of the whole process? So maybe we do the showings instead of you, and then instead of this rate, we get a lower rate because we're doing work. Now, this one doesn't work at all because they're going to mess it up somehow, and they're sort of shooting themselves in the foot. And plenty of agents said, yeah, sure, you can do this, you can do that, and we'll make it a team work. And it never worked out because they're not real estate agents. They're not trained. They have no idea what they're doing. It will mess all stuff up. So instead, when this objection came up, I used to say, well, very simple, no, because we handle everything A to Z, start to finish. If you would do this, right? Let's say I would let you do the showings and you say something to the client and I'm not there, I haven't heard it. A couple of years down the road, we get like a complaint or we get like in trouble because you said something during the showing that wasn't true or that wasn't accurate, even something that you couldn't even know. And now I have to deal with that. And then maybe there's a lawsuit, maybe there's massive damages involved. Like all of that stuff is out of your hands because we do this. The reason that we do full service, A to Z, start to finish, is to prevent you from getting into trouble. Like if there's anything ever, it's going to be on us and on us to solve. But if I don't have full control, if I don't see what's happening, we're sort of shooting ourselves in the foot here. Now that's much stronger frame because not only have you sort of taken the objection off the table, but you're also made sure that they understand I'm not doing this because I want more money. I'm doing this for a good reason. I'm doing this because I want to do a good job. And the only way to do a good job is by having everything in my control. There's a famous Jay Abraham. If you don't know him, he's a great guy, very good marketer. He tells a famous story that let's say that you have a bottled water company, right? You sell water and someone approaches you and wants to buy one bottle of water. And you know that actually they need, I don't know, like 4 bottles of water a day to keep them hydrated, etc. And they're doing this on a subscription program. Now, it would behoove you. It would be basically your moral duty to tell them, hey, I'd love to sell you a bottle of water, but really what you want to do is buy 4 and have it be a recurring subscription because it's going to hydrate you. It's going to make your brain work better. It's going to make your muscles work better. It's going to give you a clearer outlook on the world. It will keep you healthy until your old age. And that is a very strong frame to come from because you're a professional and you're actually doing this to help them out. You're not just taking their money. Like, yeah, let me sell my 1 bottle of water and run away. You're actively looking to see like, how can I actually help these people? So approach customers to actually help them and to see if they're a good fit. Don't approach them to line your own pockets and get a little bit of money. Number 2, instead of projecting that you have options, that there are endless prospects out there, you make it painfully clear that this is the only deal on the table and that they're super important to you and that you need this. You need this to go through. And again, people can smell it on you. And I get these questions all the time saying, hey, Arno, I got this big fish on the hook. I got this important client. I can't mess this up. I need to close this. I must. And if I see that, you've already lost. Like it's done because a prospect can sense it. If you're too like overbearing, you need this to work, it's very unattractive. It's very repulsive. I used to have a colleague and what he would do is he worked with real estate investors and he would have the first conversation with them. And instead of closing them, he would go on to make like elaborate plans and specs of potential investment properties. He would hours and hours and hours into not an invoice, but a plan for them to possibly become a client. And like, it wouldn't be out of the ordinary for him to spend like 10, 15 hours on this. And then he would present his stuff and they would either say, thank you very much and then leave, or they would say, no, I really don't want this. And then they would send him back to do even more spec work. And it was the weirdest thing. Like at one point, his name was Maurice. I said, Maurice, what are you even doing, man? You're doing all this work. You're driving here, driving there, making calculations, making drawings, and you're not getting paid at all. Like, why don't you close these people? and basically say, hey, we'll love to do this for you. Let's, make it official. Let's get the paperwork done and I can get going. Like, no, I can't do that because these people are different. And no, you're projecting the frame of, I want to do everything to get your business. And it's repulsive. If you're a professional, if you have many options, you're not going to spend 10, 15 hours specking for some job that may or may not appear. That's weird. That doesn't happen. Imagine going to a doctor and he's trying to push you to get like a surgery done, to get the operation done. Maybe he mentions, I'm a little tight on money this month. Like, it will really help me out if you just get this surgery done. Like, that would be scary, right? He's not supposed to say that. He's a doctor. He's a professional. He should be in a position where he has lots of options. He doesn't need this surgery done or this operation done. Like, if you do it, awesome. If not, So don't be needy. Don't be desperate. People can smell it, and it's not a good smell. And number 3, instead of projecting that you're confident and you're a professional, you project that you're an amateur or that you've never done this before. Like, I've seen people say this, like, this is my first job. I hope it goes well. Never done this before, but really just give me the chance and I'm sure I'll do a good job. Well, no, like, I want this done well. You don't have to tell people this is your first job. Every doctor has his first operation. I know that. Every professional has his first job. That's fine. You don't mention that from the outset. That's not a good look. You want to be confident. You want to be professional about it. You don't want to be on your knees begging and groveling for the deal, saying, oh, please just give me a chance. That's not a thing. It's like the begging thing. Don't do it. It's very off-putting. A professional doesn't beg. A professional doesn't plead. A professional doesn't say, please just give me a chance. That's weak. Don't do that. I can get the job done. I'll do an amazing job. Really looking forward to working with you. That's the frame, right? Oh, please just give me a chance. I'm young and this is my first time. And come on, man. No one wants to do that. You want to project? Yes. Don't worry about it. Consider it done. We're going to make this happen. I'm going to hit it out of the park. This is going to be awesome. Not the begging, not the pleading. Not a good look. So frame, super, super, super important. Practice this. Be very mindful of it because it very often is the difference between success and failure in selling.